So hello and welcome guys. Today I will tell you about what is the mentality of a champion. You may have heard about mentality of a champion when talking about players like Virat Kohli, Ricky Ponting, Viv Richards or Don Bradman. But what it is all about? Is that a concept or that is a myth or that is a reality? That we are going to talk about it in this video. So now let's start with somebody like Ricky Ponting. We all know that Ricky Ponting is one of the few cricketers who have tasted victory, I think, the maximum number of times. He has won 108 test matches, and that is a world record, and that is a fact. You can check it. Now, let we talk about somebody like Sir Viv Richards. He was absolutely fantastic batsman. What did he did which other players of other countries was unable to do, that he showed aggression and he attacked the bowlers at that time. Suppose you are talking about 1980s, the Dennis Lilly from Australia was the fastest bowler at that time, and Jeff Thompson. These two were very deadly on the Australian pitches. But when they came towards the Viv Richards and they tried to attack him on the body or his head or his chest, Viv Richards, instead of defending or instead of irritating, he just attacked those balls. He invented some of new shots like hook shot, pull shot, and used them very extensively against these bowlers. And as a result, he was able to capitalize on these bowlers. And he was able to score freely. Yes, of course, Dennis Lilly got him out once, and you can check that video on YouTube. It is one of the finest bowls you will ever see. Outside off stump, Viv Richards tries to drive and get bowled. But it's not about getting out, it's about showing the aggression, showing the intent to win. As you all know, in 2003, India versus Australia, the 50 over World Cup, Australia made 358 in the first innings, which India was unable to chase. Because Ricky Ponting in the first inning took away the match away from us. He just batted brilliantly. As we all know, he scored 140 of 138 at that time. A strike rate of over 100 was considered brilliant. The way he hit Harbhajan for sixes, you look at it in the video from the ICC, the way he hit those sixes, they are absolutely magnificent. He hit them so easily. That is not about the skill. That is about the ability, the confidence you have in yourself. That's what makes a mentality of a champion. As you may have heard from Rahul Dravid that India has many players who are of the same skill level as of Virat Kohli. But what makes Virat Kohli the best is not his skills, but his mental toughness. The amount of pressure he can handle. That's what makes him the best. In 2022, as we all know, against the Pakistan, when 28 runs were required of just 8 deliveries, Virat Kohli backed himself, backed his ability, and he knew that he can hit those two sixes of Harris Rauf. And he hit those two sixes. One was absolutely magnificent, the straight down the ground, and the another one just a flick of wrist and it went for a six at the MCG, which is one of the biggest grounds in the world in Australia. And to clear those boundaries, such massive boundaries over 80 meters with such ease against one of the best, Harris Rauf at that time, it shows the mental ability and toughness, and that in front of a 1 lakh people, the crowd cheering. That's what makes Virat Kohli, his mental toughness. Now let's talk about Sir Don Bradman. We all know Don Bradman was a legendary batsman. We all know that. But what makes him legendary was the borderline series in which England tried to bowl the body on the body of the Sir Don Bradman. But Bradman, he invented new shots and he tried to attack those balls. England knew that if we don't took the Bradman's wicket, we are going to lose the series, and that's what happened. They bowled in the body of Bradman, but Bradman was able to survive and score runs, and that's what made Bradman Sir Don Bradman. So these are the small mental aspects of the game which if a player looks upon and if he improves his skills and mental toughness over time, he could become a champion. But to become a champion, you have to think like a champion. Like we have all seen in the IPL, Josh Butler was standing and he finished the match. I don't remember, but he finished the match very easily with a six and he scored a century. That shows that Josh Butler backed himself. That is the mentality of a champion which the new players are coming from India are lacking basically. Like Shivam Dube, he didn't perform in the playoffs in the IPL. Then again now also he is not able to perform in the T20 World Cup. He played a okay inning against USA, but that is against USA. When the big teams come, India drops catch, like Mohammad Siraj, he drops the catches. This is not the way to become a champion team. If you want to become a champion team, you have to think like champions. Like I think the Australian team, which was called the Invincible from 99 to 2007, they were absolutely brilliant. They won 3 World Cup in a row, and in 2003 and 2007 World Cup they were unbeaten. They won all the 11 matches continuously, which is a world record. This shows that the mentality of players can decide how the team wants to progress. Thank you. Today we will see India versus Afghanistan in matches also there. I will give you report on this tomorrow. Till then, goodbye.